What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. This is Being Around the World, the series where I tour Xbox One maps that you might not be familiar with. Today we're visiting Eschy93 and his mall. Now, a lot of these Being Around the World episodes are a full, complete build. It's not really complete, but they got a lot of work into them. I wanted to show this build because it's very young. It's in its infancy. He's been working on this for 3 weeks only. And I think it's important that we, give him feedback for his work and, help him on his way towards finishing this build because, it's an opportunity we don't get a lot of. And that is, helping people out when they need help. When we come in on these builds and they're already done, there's not much we can offer. But in this case, I think there's a lot we can offer. So, this is Eschy93. I met him pretty recently, and he's working on this big mall. And he was drawn to my mall, and I was drawn to his mall, and we, checked out each other's malls. But for whatever reason, well, he told me the reason, but he decided to scrap the whole thing and start over. Oh my goodness. The reason he did that was because he had originally built his storefronts pretty small, and he wasn't able to put in lettering. So what he did was he restarted the whole project. He had more done than this, okay? He restarted the project just so that he could make lettering on his mall so he could have signs and things like that. So that's a very, very brave thing to do, is restart a build that you've got so much progress on and just want to do it all over just so you get it right. That's something that we should all learn from, guys. If you do something wrong, you gotta fix it. You can't just let it sit there, okay? So he took the time out to fix his mistake, and that's a very, very cool thing in my book. Right? So this mall is called Shopping Town or Riverside Mall. He's kind of on the fence between the two. He doesn't know which one he wants to use. But this was inspired by a mall in Rochester, New York, sort of near where he's from. And I guess he's drawn on inspiration from real life, of course, from a real life mall that he's basing this off of. He also likes to watch YouTube videos. He watches Corrales and Corrales' friends and a lot of PC builders just because they're doing such advanced stuff. But I would encourage him to check out Dan Lags, people like that, because there's a lot of great modern realistic builders on the Xbox One. If you don't know about Dan Lags, go check him out, guys. He's building in the same texture pack in the city. Also check out Juicy Taz. He's doing modern realistic. He's great at it. Forgebook, they're great at modern realistic too. So I would encourage you to go check out those guys, Eschy93. Yeah, Forgebook, Juicy Taz, and Dan Lags. There's some Xbox One builders who have real talent. And I do mean real talent. And there's a lot more, of course, but I'm not going to name them all right now because we got stuff to do. So what I want you guys to do today is help Eschy93 out. He needs ideas. He doesn't necessarily need ideas, but he greatly accepts ideas. And that can be anything, really. I mean, this is very early in the build. This is going to be... fell through the map a little bit there. See, this is a very much a work in progress. There's holes and stuff. This is going to be a Ruby Tuesday. He's going to have a mixture of restaurants and shops and stores. And he's got some of them planned out. And others, he needs, your help and figure out what he can put in here. This is going to be a Verizon Wireless. I thought it was going to be a Foot Locker. It looked like a Foot Locker to me, but Verizon Wireless is that one. So he's got a lot of facades, and not a lot of them are done. Like I said, this is 3 weeks into the build, okay, guys? And this is very unorthodox for me. But like I said, I want you guys to really help this. He's such a nice guy. He's a great builder. He's been playing Minecraft for 1 year, and look at the skills he's got here. This is a year. In 1 year, I was still building really bad houses. You know what I mean? After a year of Minecraft, I wasn't at this level. So this is a testament to his natural abilities, his willingness to work and get better quickly. He's a fast builder, guys. 3 weeks? Could you do this in 3 weeks? And by himself, mind you. By himself. So this is pretty good, I must say. His plans for this mall is, once the mall is done... the mall's going to have this mall's going to have all sorts of things. He's got a Sears, he's going to have a Macy's, a Bon-Ton, I don't even know what that is, and a Nordstrom. So he's going to have 4 major department stores. Oh, that's ambitious. That is ambitious. I've only got 2. So he's going to make some pretty big department stores, which is going to be cool to see. This here is Versus. It took me a moment to figure out that it's Victoria's Secret. I'm slow, guys. I even have my own Victoria's Secret. I didn't realize it until a few minutes later. This is Victoria's Secret. So one piece of advice I can give you, Eschy, is for these stores. I know you're not done. I mean, obviously you're not done, but for these stores, less floor space. You know what I mean? They feel very open. Not a lot's being sold. You got stuff on the shelves and the walls, which is good, but I think there's got to be a lot less floor space and a lot more stuff being sold on counters and little display racks. You know, make it busier. More is better. You know what I mean? So I don't know if you're finished with that Victoria's Secret, but I would say more display racks. It's hard coming up with display racks and, you know, stuff, but check out my mall. You know, check out my Nordstrom and my Macy's. I have like 20, 30 different display racks. You know, I know it's in a different texture pack, but it gives you an idea of stuff you can do to just make the place busier. I really like his glass pyramid up there. It's pretty cool. It's got a distinctive style that I really like. And, you know, it's based off a mall in Rochester, so I gotta look on the internet, see if I can find this mall. Because I want to see what it looks like in real life, because he's done a great job of translating. This feels like a mall, doesn't it? It does to me. Alright, a year of Minecraft. This is really impressive for a year, I gotta say. I guess that Corrales has got some really good stuff to teach us. Everyone seems to love Corrales. You know, I've seen a bunch of his videos, but I never subscribed to him. I never really got on board with Corrales, you know. Just because he's always got the shaders, he's got mods, I don't know. I'm more of a console guy, personally, okay? I think the shaders can make a bad build look good. And a good build look better. So I think it's kind of cheating. You know what I mean? A little bit of cheating, if you ask me. Ooh, Bath and Body Works. Okay, this is another store that looks relatively complete. And I would say the same thing. More display cases, more places to sell stuff. I've been using a lot of... well, my mall's functional, you know, because you can have to loot and scavenge. But I've been using a lot of chests, a lot of dispensers to put in merchandise. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? You know, like my build's different, but that could be an idea just to give you thoughts, because, you know, the chests in this look like they could be display racks, right? In the city texture pack, I would say so. So yeah, that's Bath and Body Works. Same thing, Eschy. More stuff on the floor, on the sales floor. I'm not sure what this is going to be. I forgot to ask what this one was. Oh, well, we can use our imaginations. Coco, a chocolate store? I don't know. Are they selling chocolates here? I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows? But work in progress. Do you guys have any ideas for stores? He's he's got some stores near his area, but there's a lot of stores that could probably fit in this mall that he's never heard of. So put your ideas in the comments, guys. What kind of mall shops would you like to see? If you were building a mall, what kind of stores would you put in it? Right? Think about that and put them in the comments. FYE, I'm not sure. I don't go to malls, guys. I haven't been to a mall in years, okay? I don't know what these shops are, but he said he's got a mixture of older shops and newer shops. So, for instance, that Victoria's Secret, he said, is like an older shop that you won't see anymore in modern malls. It's more like a shop from the 90s. So he's got a mixture of different styles. So if you have any suggestions for him, please leave those in the comments. And he will take them to heart, because he's one of those guys who is very humble. He's willing to accept criticism. He's willing to accept ideas. And so don't hold back. Let him know what you think, what he's doing wrong in your eyes, what he could do better in your eyes. Leave those in the comments and really help this guy out, because he deserves it. He's a really nice guy. And he's a great builder for 1 year of Minecraft. This is really impressive for 1 year, I must say. Alright, what do we got over here? Oh, Rave. See, this is another store that I don't know about. Have you guys heard of Rave? He said it's like a clothing store, right? I don't know. I'm out of touch with this generation. I don't know anything about these clothing stores. I buy my clothes on the internet. No, I don't even buy clothes, really. You know, the last time I went clothes shopping was years ago. I should probably go again. I'm not going to any place called Rave, though. That's for sure. It sounds a little too bright. Too bright for me. Oh, he's got some redstone here? Okay, this is an interesting way of doing redstone. You know we have redstone blocks. Actually, one way you can save some space is use the redstone blocks. You don't have to connect them all. You just put a redstone block on top or next to or touching your light, and it is powered. So we can get rid of all that wiring. You don't need it. I'll get one of my Redstone friends in here to help you out with that. Or I can do it. No, that would take 2 seconds, Eschy. And you would have more space and, I don't know. It's up to you, of course. Alright. Back to the pyramid. Now, this is going to be a shorter video, guys, just because it's a young build. There's not a lot to see. So I want to make the focus on this video on leaving feedback for Eschy93. What can he add? What can he change? What can he get rid of? This is Nordy's. This is where he's going to put the Nordstrom. He couldn't fit the Nordstrom there, so he just put the N. Oh, man, that's too bad. Yeah, I'm really impressed with this build. I got to say, guys, I got to say. You know, you don't see a lot of people dedicating their project to a mall. You know, this is pretty unique. So once this mall is done, he's going to fill out the areas around it, add parking lots, he's going to add, you know, TGI Fridays, all sorts of other businesses, and maybe expand it into a city. But this mall is definitely the centerpiece of this build, and he's going to be working on it. And, you know, this is just the tip of the iceberg. This mall is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. We're just seeing the initial parts. And you're going to say, well, he's worked on some things and then he's, you know, left it. Like this. You know, he started working on it and then he left it. But he said that he works in a very similar way to me. He'll start a build and he'll work on it and then he'll leave it. And he'll wait until he gets a new idea. And then he'll go back to the build. And, you know, he'll just keep on working, starting new things, and then putting them off until new ideas come, and then coming in and adding to them. And that's what I've been doing, guys, on my channel. You guys know that by now, right? And I think that's a good way to do it, because you keep coming back to the same build and adding new things as you get better at building, and, you know, your build keeps evolving. It's never like, oh, I built that 3 years ago, it's ugly, don't look at it. You know what I mean? It's always getting better and better and better as time moves on. So, you know, that's a way that you can work, and that's the way that I work, that's the way that he works, and I think it's a tried and true method, okay? You know, it looks like it's very unfinished as you go through, but one day when it is finished, it will have more layers than most other builds you've seen, okay? He's going to do a little two-tiered effect here with the Sears, and, you know, this place is going to have parking lots and all sorts of things. I can't wait to see how this mall looks when it's finished. As a person who's building a mall, I can tell you how much work this is. It's more than you think. Okay, it's way more than you think. Props on it to Eschy93 for putting in all this work by himself, no less. So I want to thank him for letting us come in and view his very young project. It takes a brave person to share their creativity. I want to thank him for doing that. I want to thank you guys for leaving him feedback, because he would love it. So leave him feedback. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy Minecrafting. Peace.